Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 18 of Season 4 here in the Southampton career mode. This is going to be the final season, of course, of this series. Currently 5 points clear at the top of the Premier League, although we've one of our bogey teams, Bournemouth, next. We then face Newcastle in the FA Cup before the end of the transfer window today, where hopefully we will have sold Sofiane Boufal and we will have gotten... Well, actually, if I get the opportunity to bring a new player in, then you guys have the chance to vote before we reach the end of the transfer window. But we shall hopefully get that opportunity by the 31st, and then obviously I'll stop the video just short of the transfer window and you guys can have your vote. But things are going well for us. Actually, recently, been in very good form, scoring a lot of goals and, rather strangely for me, being quite solid defensively as well. So, of course, because I've said that, I'll go into this game against Bournemouth and I'll probably concede 7. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content. Actually, I'm going to put Milinkovic-Savic up at cam and then take Borja Mayoral out for Oriol Romeu and see if we can get something out of Milinkovic-Savic in that cam role again. Maybe he can lead us to victory. As expected, Bournemouth with a 4-4-1-1. Callum Wilson sat behind Cutrone, the youngster from AC Milan, who comes highly recommended actually in career mode, so this will be interesting to see how he gets on. Cutrone with the spin, driving forward, well blocked. As close as we've come to a chance on goal in the opening 20 minutes. It's been very midfield heavy, with possession changing hands more so than our decided, but actually able to hold on to the ball. As soon as I start that highlight by saying that though, Leon Bailey goes and gives us a 1-0 lead. Lovely finish on his left foot. Cut inside, we set the instructions to, and it's definitely made a difference in the way that Leon Bailey plays. And yep, my first shot of the game. I've only had 46% possession as well. Bournemouth keeping hold of the ball very well, but not really doing anything with it. That shot that was blocked at the other end. And then this one from Leon Bailey, the only chances of the game so far. As it happens, theirs was blocked and mine went in, so I'm happy enough. 1-0 Southampton. Romeu, across to Kieran Tierney. Drops the shoulder and turns inside well. Romeu forward to Gieju. Good footwork. And a second maybe? No. Crashing off the bar. Bailey trying his best to get it off the defender. Tackles him once. And then unfortunately Roberts is able to clear. But we should keep possession here with that header. We've done well. Justin Kluivert loses out there. Never mind. Could have been 2-0 very soon after we made it 1. But off the bar came the ball and away. Trying to get a bit rummy there. Leon Bailey is popping up at CDM to steal the ball away. Odriozola trying his best. Still Bournemouth come forward. Lewis Cook holds off the attention as the Skriniar Cutrone's shot is turned well enough, but simple for Arrizabalaga. Finally getting to his feet on the far side is the Bournemouth man that was initially involved in that move. Gieju's made a good run. You don't catch him in chances like this. Had to slow down just to make sure. Oh, wow, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Bournemouth. That's very, very unfortunate. Good save by the keeper with his feet. But it just just timed that turn well enough. If I'd have timed it a split second too soon or a split second too late, he'd have taken the ball away from me there. But just as he dived, I jinked to the left. Wasn't intentional, I just went to turn left and just so happened timed it perfectly. But we'll take the 2-0 lead. Thank you very much. Hopefully, another 3 points for our Premier League title campaign. Wilson into Cutrone. He's done well with his footwork there. Christ, he hit that hard, didn't he? When he's still got the ball. Odriozola has it stolen away from him. Cutrone, it's 2-1. Bournemouth fire back immediately. Wow, what a hit from Patrick Cutrone initially. Comes back off the post. Really poor for me to lose it with Odriozola there, but they made me pay for the mistake, which is all they can expect of themselves in that particular situation. Lovely ball across, and he's not going to have an easier chance in his entire career, is he, Lewis Cook? It's 2-1. Nice ball over the top. Please win that, Odriozola. Wasn't the most convincing. Justin Kluivert arrives to help his teammate out. Savage forward there to Gieju, back to Ruben Neves. We use the left back first. Bailey not really in too much space, but he's able to get it there to Gieju, drop the shoulder. There we go, and bend it. Wide. So confident am I with Gigi right now, with the way he's been scoring goals, that I'm willing to take on shots from not that obvious of angle, most obvious of angles. And to be fair, that was millimetres away from making it 3-1. I'll have that. Maybe? Yes. Well done, Oriol Romeu. Just far too strong for Patrick Roberts there. I'll get that forward to Gigi. I'll wait and then play Justin Kluivert in. Cross comes in. Oh, perfectly delivered. Leon Bailey heads wide. Dead centre of the goal. Yes, he had a man on his shoulder. Perhaps was putting him off. But, oh, that's a long way wide as well. That's disappointing. Trone turns well. Waiting for that ball out wide. Oh, wasn't ready for the 1-2 though. Cutrone dancing inside. Good block by Skriniar. So you have to remember that we're only 1 goal in front, despite our domination in the game to this point. All it takes is 1 half chance, and Bournemouth are back level, and we'll end up dropping points. Which, oh, that's a poor pass, which I cannot afford to do really. I want to maintain my gap at the top to allow me the luxury of being able to rotate for the occasional Premier League game once the Champions League gets back into action, because of course that is our priority this season. But I am going to need to make sure that I get decent results in this period where we don't... No! Oh my lord, how has that ended up in the back of the net? Lovely double save. I take control of it with Odriozola, and Skriniar just runs into me, and into the back of the net it goes. Oh, I have no words for that, I'm afraid. Over, forward to Odriozola. Need to get myself back in front if I can. Cut inside, that's nicely done. Pull that back, bit of space here for Jeju. Shot blocked by Duncan. Ball pinging off defenders as they try and clear it again. This time they're out for a corner, not a goal as it happened at the other end. Skriniar! Oh, he's made up for it! Yes! What a header from Skriniar. It's not the first time he's done it this season either. He made a horrendous mistake and then powers in a brilliant arrow header into the top right hand corner. That's superb. We're 3-2 in front. In the lead again. Thank you, Milan. I needed that. Very much so. Oh, Lewis Cook steals that away from Ruben Neves. And now, Cutrone's in behind. Henry Harris. Brilliant. Top draw defending from the youngster there. He may only be 20 years of age, but at 86 rated, he's one of the best defenders in the Premier League. And most certainly, one of the best prospects in world football in this save. Been getting some massive offers from him from Europe's biggest teams, and we keep turning them down because, well, he's particularly important to me, Henry Harris, and proving that just there. Okay, back to Busman. Into Benicofobes just come on, and it's Ruben Neves that steals the ball away this time, but I've lost possession. Cutrone will turn back to Benicofobe. Oh, how's he squeezed that in at the near post? He's just come off the bench. Another defensive mistake, giving away possession in a dangerous area. And Benicofobbe, oh, the keeper just doesn't quite react in time. He throws that right leg at it, but he squeezed it through the tiniest of gaps. And Bournemouth have pulled it back to 3-3. Gave away possession for goal 1. Ridiculous own goal for goal 2. And I've given away possession again for goal 3. This is all my own fault. Cross there into Ruben Neves. Through to Milinkovic-Savic, go on Gigi, make the run. Oh, it's going to come across here to Richarlison, who's just come off the bench. Take a deflection, it did. Oh, it was meant for Gigi, who was clean through, but it just didn't play the pass where I wanted it to. Begovic has only punched that. We'll try and get it under control. Okay, or he'll just ignore the ball and be happy with the corner. I wanted to take control of that and put it back in, but never mind. Oh, it's not the best of corners. Milinkovic-Savic went for the extravagant overhead kick. It didn't work. I'll get that back down the line there to Ruben Neves. Inside to Jeju this time we find him, but the defender steps in, and now here come Bournemouth on the counter. Can we win that back? Not in a fair manner, unfortunately. In the 3 minutes of added time are ticking away here. Looks like it's going to be a 3-3 draw against Bournemouth. Can't quite fathom how we've been able to throw away a victory here. We might yet throw away a point. No. Oh, And I bet the referee blows his whistle before I get the chance to complete my counter-attack, doesn't he? Wait for it. Oh, no, he didn't. There is the final whistle. 3-3 against Bournemouth. Two defensive mistakes, and I mean, there's nothing I can do about the own goal. Literally nothing I can do. The CPU ran into me, but it would only have been 3-1 if I hadn't given the ball away needlessly twice. I'm so annoyed at myself. Hopefully other results go our way towards the top of the table and it doesn't cost us that much with regards to the lead at the top of the Premier League. We'll have a quick training and then head towards that FA Cup 4th round tie against Newcastle, which won't be easy, to be fair. It's not going to be easy against Newcastle United. I will rotate the side slightly, but it might be nice to win the FA Cup this season if we can. We do already, of course, have an FA Cup trophy to our name from season 1. We won the FA Cup season 1. Was it season? No, it might have been season 2. I lose track. There's so many seasons and so many different saves. A loan offer for Obafemi, which shall be rejected, and a transfer offer for Alex McCarthy, which I shall negotiate. It's 4.75 million from Crystal Palace. I shall ask for 7.5, and we'll see if they'll pay it. I'd be willing to accept anything above 6.5, but if I can get a little bit more, then I would like a little bit more. Premier League clubs might be willing to pay a little bit more because of the excess funds around in the league, obviously with the higher TV rights, etc. They're going up at £50,000 a time here. This is not going well. How about 6.75? They're going to say no. Fine, Alex McCarthy stays. It's not enough on its own to be able to bring in someone else in. It's not the quality of player that I want anyway. It'd be nice if someone bid for Sophie Amifal again though, wouldn't it? Considering... I'm just going to reject. Please, someone offer for Sophie Amifal. Could have gone to Athletic Bilbao, but he turned down the contract offer. We very nearly had the move that we needed to free up the funds we need to bring in someone else, but unfortunately that still hasn't materialised. Never mind. Newcastle at home now in the FA Cup. Newcastle's 11 is pretty strong. Moussa Dembele up top with Ayoze Perez sat behind him. Vitolo out wide with Murphy on the right, very fast. Vitolo, obviously, Spaniard, plays for Atleti. I think he plays for Atletico Madrid. At least he was at Sevilla and then went to Atletico Madrid. I'm not sure if he went back the other way again. I've genuinely no idea. I know he definitely went. I'm going to have a look. Vitolo. He went to Atletico Madrid and has since moved on to Las Palmas. Whether that's on loan or a transfer in January, I'm not sure. But regardless, he's at Newcastle now and will be trying to cause us problems here in the FA Cup. Murphy plays that to Dembele. Oof, flashes the shot wide. First chance of the game. Comes out of nowhere really for Newcastle. Just a ball forward, laid off, and then the shot bending always away from the keeper and the post. We've got Borja Mayoral starting at striker in the out-and-out striker role for the first time in a while in this one. He's not, for a change, sat behind Diédhiou at cam. So we'll see if he can seize the opportunity to make an impression in that terrible pass. In that striker role, or whether he'll let the opportunity pass through his fingers. Dembele there into Isaac Hayden. The obvious ball was Jacob Murphy, but it's a simple save for Alex McCarthy. Newcastle the side on top in the opening few moments, but hopefully we can rally and get ourselves back into it, and then hopefully in front. Perez pings that over the top. You're not going to outpace DeAndre Yedlin though. I'll have that, thank you very much. Wesley Hurt will fire that forward. Seems rather uninterested in it there, Sofiane Boufal. Backing away from it when I was trying to get him to come towards it. Ayoze Perez goes for a deep cross that will find Jacob Murphy. Oh, it's Vitolo. 1-0 Newcastle. I thought it was Jacob Murphy on the far side. Vitolo and he had swapped wings evidently. Whips the ball in and Dembele steals in front of the defender. And they get themselves a 1-0 lead here, Newcastle. Brings it down brilliantly and then drills it across. And he swung at it there, Jack Stevens. You can see him absolutely swing right the way through, but he misses the ball entirely. Moussa Dembele fires Newcastle 1-0 in front after 20 minutes. Savic to Josh Sims. Savic to Romeu. To Richarlison. There's Borja takes it in his stride well, gets it to Richarlison. Savic is arriving. We'll go for the 1-2, and Richarlison, wide of the target. Not far wide, but wide nonetheless. Buffal, a bit of footwork. Richarlison, DeAndre Yedlin on the overlap against his former side. I'm going to fire that centrally to Sofiane Buffal. Gets caught there. Free kick will be given if I can't find the secondary opportunity, which we may well still do. Oh, Christ. What an effort from Sofiane Buffal. He's so very nearly given us a 1-0 lead. Not 1-0 lead. Back at 1-1 there. Off the very inside of the post and across the face of the goal. Brilliant footwork from him throughout that move. I can't quite believe that hasn't gone in, to be fair. Absolutely brilliant from Sofiane Buffal. I squeeze that through that gap. Well, that's not where the ball was intended to go, but Josh Sims will find Borja eventually. Pull it back to Romeu. There is Buffal. There's Richarlison. Buffal's gone again. Richarlison will look for him, but Gibson steps in to steal the ball away. Just over 10 minutes to go till half time. Still 1-0 down here. Trying to do something about it. I'm just going to try and turn the speed, take the advantage, and not score. Good save by Capino, and it drops free to Newcastle man, not an awaiting Southampton striker. Hayden forward into Dembele. Across. Oh, what a first time ball! What a waste from Iosi Perez. You're not going to get a much more clear-cut opportunity than that, Iosi. He's on his own. Wow. If I was a Newcastle fan, I would be pulling my hair out at Iosi Perez there. I can't quite believe he hasn't put them 2-0 in front. If they don't win this game, that will be the chance that means they have a scapegoat to blame. Tolo. Edlin trying. Failing. Free kick for Newcastle. We're not far away from half-time. And it is now 2-0. Vitolo with the header. He's got a goal and an assist to his name now. Was the player with the most attention paid to him at the beginning of the game. And we can see why now. Very good player. 2-0 Newcastle. I've got a mountain to climb in the second half.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0.
Iosi Perez. He's done me there with the turn. He's going to go for the 1-2. Iosi Perez, it's 3. Oh! Practically from kickoff. He's made up for that miss, isn't he? Great run. And simple 1-2 and crack. Top bins. Right. That mountain just got even higher. To Jacob Murphy. Sessegnon with him. Murphy turns well. Trying to step in. Not able to do it. Moussa Dembele ran the outside and stood up. He's given a penalty. What for, ref?
Punishment for the culprit.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. I mean, it was a foul.
My FA Cup dream.
Denied an obvious goal-scoring opportunity there.
Did you see anything?
He's fouled me.
Didn't seem to get his balance right there. It was a clumsy chance.
Yedlin's just stood there. What is life? Penalty for Newcastle. I can't. Oh wow. The injustice. We're definitely going out in the FA Cup now. We foul. Lovely turn. Borja will eventually make that run in behind. Get the touch. What a tackle by Jamal Lascelles. And that is going to ping out for a goal kick, isn't it? Can it? No, he's going to get there, Borja. He's done brilliantly. Work it inside. Sofiane Buffal. There's Milinkovic Savic, who turns well and doesn't fire us one back. Josh Sims. Well, that's lucky. That's very lucky. I'll take it. It's 4-1. There's still time. I mean, Josh Sims, I shouldn't have shot there, but it's somehow, there was genuinely a shot, somehow skewed across the ball. Amaral at the back post. Can we score 3 goals in 32 minutes? As if to make matters worse, The game is now frozen on me as I went from a menu to go back into the game. And I don't have the time to replay that game because it's very nearly time to put the video live. Right. I had half an hour left. I was 4-1 down. I can't really replicate that while staying on Legendary, can I? So what do I do? My choices right now are delay the video by an hour or two, probably two, or forfeit the game. Why has it done that to me? Right, I'm gonna go and replay it. And what I'll do, I'll try my absolute best to go 1-0 in front, and then I'll try my absolute best to get to the 6th, because it was the 60th minute, wasn't it? I'll get to the 60th minute and then, or like the 55th minute, and then just score 4 own goals and then crack on. I hate when things like this happen. I haven't been able to be on schedule with videos, or at least get myself a day ahead since everything that happened last week. So I don't want to be 2 hours late with the video. So I'm going to try and replicate. Obviously, I'll go in on Legendary with the scoreline as it was. An offer of £112 million from Milinkovic-Savic, which I should be rejecting. Well, yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll go back into the game with the settings as they were, and I will try and go 1-0 in front and then just keep hold of possession for 59 minutes and then score 4 own goals and crack on from the 60th minute. If that doesn't work, I apologise, but it's either that or you don't get a video today. So, just FIFA things. Great. May forward to Borja route with the turn. Here's Richarlison, drops his shoulder. Richarlison in the box. There's the one I needed. Right. Now, it's a case of keeping hold of possession until like the 50th minute. So I don't want to score 4 own goals now and end up, because I'm still a Legendary, conceding even more and then not being able to score again. So I'll play on naturally, but just won't try my best to score between now and... Oh, for crying out loud. I genuinely didn't try and let them score there. I was trying to block that. Right. You never know. I might just play this game normally and end up still being 4-1 down by the 60th minute. I'm going to just keep possession between now and the 50th minute and try and replicate that scoreline and then play on. Obviously, fitness levels will be different, but other than that, I'm just going to try and crack on. So I'd feel bad if I restarted the game when 4-1 down and then ended up winning, because I clearly didn't deserve to go through. At least not in the scenario I was in. I had the chance to pull it back, but I don't deserve the opportunity to start again and perhaps win the game by a margin. So I'm going to try and replicate that 4-1 scoreline, and then we will play on from the 60th minute. Your half-time stats, 81% possession. I'm going to start scoring own goals from now, and then hopefully by the 60th minute we'll be able to crack on.
Players have had their chance to assess what the first half brought for them. The start now. Oh, what bad luck there.
Oh no, I'm 2-1 down. Oh no, I'm 4-1 down. Right, now I'm just going to waste time until the 60th minute, and then I'll just give the ball to Newcastle for a goal kick, and we shall carry on. What a shambles. Right, ready? Oh. Lol. I just tried to boot that out for a goal kick and ended up just kicking it straight against the man in front of me. Right, okay, well, it's the 60th minute. 4-1 down. We shall crack on as if things had never gone awry in the first place. Cross comes in and we shall clear it with Wesley Hurt. And normal commentary and normal video making shall be resumed. Murphy driving inside to Jose Perez. Jack Stevens. Borja spins well. Forward to Richarlison. Oh, I keep forgetting he's only got 3-star skills. Went to do a Berber spin there and just turned. Here's Dwight Gale come off the bench for them. Fortunis out wide. Ryan Sessegnon trying to close him down and can't. Here's Jacob Murphy. Delivers the ball in. Jose Perez. What a save from Alex McCarthy. It should be 5-1 and game over. It's not. But I'm not entirely too sure how it's not. Sofiane Boufal rushing forwards here. A little bit of footwork. Failed miserably. Fortunis. Nice tackle by Milinkovic-Savic. Forward to Borja Mayoral and into Richarlison, who's driving forward into the box. Richarlison! Not meant to be, is it? It's just quite simply not meant to be. Oh, well over the bar. 2 minutes to go, still 4-1. Cross there to Sims, looking for the run of Borja Mayoral. It's a poor pass. There's the final whistle. Well, it is still a 4-1 defeat against Newcastle, although strange scenario in which it came about. Yeah, those stats aren't necessarily representative, but still. We played 60 minutes in one game and then 30 minutes in another. It kind of feels like esports, doesn't it? When there's like an issue with a game and then you restart from a specific point with scores as they were. That's probably exactly what would have happened in an esports scenario. So we've just kind of transferred that over to career mode. And I'm still out the FA Cup. Unfortunately, 2 emails. Please let one be an offer for Sofiane Boufal. Come on. It doesn't look like anything's going to happen with regards. I mean, I could try and offer Sofiane Boufal as part of a deal, but if it doesn't go through, then I'm in a position where I then can't bid for that player again for a week, which obviously means I still can't get any deals done. So I mean, I guess I'll wait until the very end of the window, till like the last 3 hours, to see if anything happens. If nothing happens, then I will just throw Sofiane Boufal in part of a deal for all 3 guys, and we'll see if anything of any real substance materialises. Isco's gone to AC Milan for £65.5 million, and Koke's gone to AC Milan as well for £48 million. So they're splashing the cash in this window, the Italian giants. Oh, we have an email. Don't want to sell Jack Stevens. Swansea, go away. Not in the mood right now. Please, game. Sofiane Boufal is who's on the transfer list. Please, someone bid for Sofiane Boufal. 2 offers for Kieran Tierney and 1 loan offer for Obafemi. No, go away. 44.8 and 37.2. Reject. Reject. Sorry, lads. Kieran Tierney's going nowhere. Someone bid for Sofiane Boufal. Please. I've asked nicely. Just do it. Come on now. Come on now. Mina's gone to Juventus. Oh, it's another offer for Kieran Tierney. Right. I've got no option now. I am going to offer Sofiane Boufal as part of a deal in all 3 of these and see if we can get something done. Approach to buy. Oh, dearie me. Yes, 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 yes. Player swap. Wingers. Sofiane Boufal. Looking to bring in a right back. I'm not willing to let any of my right backs go, though. End negotiation. No Dendoncker. Try for Thomas Partey. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. Player swap. Wingers. Sofiane Boufal. We're willing to accept Sofiane Boufal. Oh, we're looking to bring in a striker. Offer other player. I mean, I'd let Obafemi go, but then I'm not sure. Yeah, and then you want 26 mil, and I just quite simply don't have it. Oh, this isn't going to work either, is it? And you guys said you didn't want me to sell Borja Mayoral, so I can't, no. Okay, well that's that one done. Ndidi! This is so frustrating. It's pointless bringing in someone that isn't good enough, though. Like, the whole point is to have the quality in depth, not just the depth. Looking to bring in a right back. No, I can't. I just quite simply can't afford a negotiation. It's not going to happen, lads. It's not going to happen, unfortunately. Today has not gone the way that we wanted it to. And unfortunately, we will not be signing anyone else in this window or this save. The squad we have right now is the squad we shall have until the end of the season and the end of the series. Will it be enough to see us win a multitude of competitions? Archie White, 80 to 94 now. 80 to 94, 70 to 88, 81 to 94 for a left wing, 73 to 86. No, oh, shit. No. Okay, great. And no. Superb. Well, unfortunately, that's the end of the transfer window. Sorry, boys. We are 5 points clear at the top still, and the Champions League will return sooner rather than later. Sometimes things just don't go your way. The game freezes on you, and also no one bids for the player that you want to sell. Sometimes it happens in real life, sometimes it happens in FIFA. You guys want realism? There's your realism. Transfer deals not able to be done. And the one transfer deal that did get accepted, the transfer talks fell through because Southampton wouldn't agree terms with Atletico Madrid. So tomorrow we shall face Leicester, and after that we shall play Huddersfield Town and then have a squad report, and then the day after that it will be West Brom, Bayern and Tottenham, who are currently second in the Premier League. But thanks to our draw against Bournemouth, we stay 5 points clear. Manchester United lost and have subsequently been overtaken by Spurs. But for now, that will be all for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any more, and I'll see you next time.